Hello everyone, my name is Jason Brown. I'll be your host for today's webinar, How to Double Your Revenue for Office 365 in 10 minutes. So today we will be running through a webinar that should take us between 30 minutes and 45 minutes. And we'll have a couple of slides on housekeeping, then I'll hand it over to Anthony and Mike, and then we'll have some questions at the end. So firstly, I'd like to introduce Anthony Graziano and Mike Hartman. They're our two presentators today. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Mike. So Anthony is the director of our partner network here at SherWeb, and Mike is our special guest from Microsoft, the manager of the US partner hosting community. So just some quick housekeeping and then we'll jump right in. All the participants are muted. Feel free to put any questions into the chat and we will try to answer them along the way. If not, we'll have a bit of a quick Q&A session at the end and we can answer any of those questions that may come along. There'll be a few polls throughout the survey to get some feedback to help tailor the message for you, so to make sure that we're saying the right things and we're giving you the most value out of your time. And there is also presentation handouts if you would like to follow along the way. So now I'll hand it over to Anthony and he'll run you through the agenda and start off the presentation. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks a lot, Mike, for joining us from Microsoft. Appreciate your support in this event. So let's kind of walk through today's agenda that we've put together with our team at Microsoft. So first, I'd like to have Mike kind of cover a little bit about the existing Microsoft Advisor program, give you some background and context on that program. And then from there, we want to introduce the Cloud Solutions Provider program and give you an overview of that program and how that might be a great next step for you as Microsoft advisors to get involved reselling Office 365. We're going to dig into a little of how you can make more money with the Office 365 resale program and advisor program with SherWeb. We're going to demo for you our ability to transition existing accounts and also talk a little bit about our partner program here at SherWeb. And then lastly, we'll talk about the benefits of our CSP program, benefits of the partner program with SherWeb, and we'll wrap up with some Q&A and some next steps. So we should have a really good conversation here today. Throughout the presentation, I guess what I would ask you is if you have any questions, feel free to add them into your window there that you can submit, and we'll try and take them throughout the presentation and certainly at the end. And then we have a couple of polls throughout that we'll be introducing to you as well, just some questions to help give us some background on what your goals are with Office 365. So with that, I'm going to kick off the presentation, and what we're going to do is I'm going to turn it over to Mike Hartman from Microsoft and talk about Office 365 and the current licensing program. Mike?
Thanks, Anthony. Hi, everyone. Mike Hartman. I have a marketing role on the U.S. partner hosting team, and I've been working with SherWeb for quite a while now. SherWeb is one of our most successful cloud partners. They have a very significant partner channel, well over 4,000 partners, and they've been really arming partners and making them very successful and profitable in selling Microsoft Cloud services. Just wanted to give you quick context, as you're all familiar with the advisor program within Microsoft. You've been selling that way, where the traditional motion there is you're selling and you're getting a commission based on that, and then Microsoft basically takes over that relationship. The CSP program was designed based on partner feedback for how partners would really like to sell cloud services. So not only do you sell within the CSP program, but you deploy, you bill, you manage that customer, and provide support. And it's really the next evolution of how Microsoft would like partners to sell cloud services. So for CSP, it was created, as I said, based on partner feedback, but it allows partners to actually bundle and add in additional services along with Microsoft First Cloud services. So it truly puts you in the driver's seat as far as how your customers should be purchasing cloud solutions from you. It helps you build out a whole practice area and add in any number of cloud services that you'd like to sell on behalf of for your customers. So it really facilitates the true services business model of cloud. You can add in managed services on top of that, bundle it all together. Again, you provide the support as the partner, or in this case, obviously, we're talking with SherWeb that they have CSP through SherWeb and will arm you with everything you need to be successful in selling. Billing is direct, and it allows true cloud scalability for your customers. So there's two flavors of our CSP program. One is we just call direct. You sign up through the program directly with Microsoft and start selling. Many of our partners in the Microsoft partner ecosystem, though, are not ready to do this. They don't have billing, they don't have support, they don't have all the things necessary to truly sell cloud directly. So we have a set of partners that are cloud distributors, SherWeb being one of them, and in this case, you're now an indirect seller through SherWeb. You get the same benefits of the CSP program, and you can literally sign up and start transacting immediately through SherWeb. So really, that CSP is strategically the most important program we have within Microsoft for selling cloud services. SherWeb has a phenomenal program. I'm going to turn it back to Anthony, and he's going to go into the details around the CSP program through SherWeb.
All right, thanks, Mike. Perfect. So what I'd like to do is kind of transition with what Mike was talking about how we as a trusted partner with Microsoft can offer partners like yourself the ability to really get up and going selling Office 365 solutions through SherWeb. And let me give you first a little background about why SherWeb is here and really how we've gotten to this point with Microsoft. So as an organization, we really are a born in the cloud company, and that's how we started back in 1998. And throughout the years, we've kind of built up a really strong practice with Microsoft, starting with hosted Exchange, the Lync and SharePoint services, and then continuing to add other cloud services to our portfolio over time. So you'll note that along the way, we've been recognized by Microsoft not only with gold certified partners, but we've also been recognized as their Partner of the Year one time and also finalists a couple of times in the past. So a really good track record in supporting Microsoft solutions and being one of the first born in the cloud companies with Microsoft to sell these services. If you look across what we've done, we probably support over 4,000 partners worldwide and over 25,000 organizations. And when you look at that, that comes to over 250,000 mailboxes across 100 countries. So quite a bit large footprint that we support. And we do that through a staff of folks that we have, over 200 strong, that include many certified Microsoft experts. So really, when you're partnering with SherWeb, you're going to market with a team of 200 plus people that are behind you to help you sell and these services to your customers. So quite a strong pedigree with Microsoft solutions and also in the cloud. So what we want to do for you as potential partners and how we work together is really simplify how you can get to market with cloud solutions. And that really starts with kind of events like these that you're experiencing as a potential partner, the recruitment, understanding the programs we have, and then once signed up as a partner, really that's where our work really begins. We want to truly enable you for success. And by enabling you for success, that includes being able to work together on marketing enablement, helping you drive demand for these services, helping you close deals once you've generated demand through sales support. And then as you're bringing new customers on board with Office 365 solutions, helping you with the migration process and onboarding process, and then ultimately helping you service those customers through our partner support. So really for us, it's a complete custom and partner lifecycle experience that we want to provide you, and we want to allow you to build the best cloud solutions possible for your end customers and work together to do that. So all of these things put together is really our ultimate goal, is to simplify the whole cloud process for you. Now, along with that, we are really a one-stop shop for all of your cloud services that you can go to market with. Clearly, a huge focus of ours is around Office 365 and the growth going on with those set of services, and that includes everything that you can get in the whole Office 365 suite, including the web apps, everything down across the board. But it also includes our other Microsoft services as well that we can help you sell. Exchange, Lync, SharePoint, as well as other services that we can bring to market with you around infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. So when you take all of these things together, you've got a very healthy portfolio that you can now go market to your customers and sell a whole suite of recurring services to them to grow your cloud business. So what I'm going to do now is talk to you about, as a Microsoft Advisor partner, how our programs, what we've put together for you can really help you make more money and make satisfy your customers more deeply with our solutions. So let's kind of take a look at the programs we have and where you're coming from today. Since we have a large base of partners, a lot of the common types of Microsoft Advisor partners we see come in kind of two flavors. One would be primarily as consultants, and then the other would be as managed service providers. For those Microsoft advisors that are MSPs, what we typically see is they are trusted IT advisors. They're trying to provide, or already do provide, a wide range of IT services, and they bill their clients direct for recurring services. The challenge that they'd like to overcome with the advisor program in Office 365 is that the margins that Microsoft has in place for the advisor program are 3%. They can't bill their clients directly, so they kind of lose some of that control. They don't support them directly, so they can't wrap in value around their managed services with Office 365. So it's hard to sell those things and manage them separately. Now, on the consultant side, it's kind of a different profile. They're experts in a specific field, maybe in legal field or financial industry. They've got that vertical specialization. And they typically are billing their clients one time for these projects. So they're not looking to build a recurring business, but they're doing, the one time. So the program, as it is with the advisor program, is the margins are that attractive as it could be, and they lose the customer relationship over time because of the one-time billing. So when you take a look at these different things, there's an area for opportunity here that our program can provide. So with that in mind, it'd be a really great time for me to ask you a question of, based on those two profiles of managed service providers or consultants, which one would you classify yourself as? And I'll give you a second to open up the poll and answer this question, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, fantastic. We'll keep going. All right, thank you for sharing that information. That's great. Looks like a good split here today. So, when you classify yourself as an MSP or a consultant, SherWeb, and seeing that, really has built a series of partner programs that can give you flexibility on how you go to market selling Office 365 solutions with us. So let me first talk about what we refer to as our reseller or white label program. And in this program, what you would do is you would really own those customers. You'd own the pricing. You'd own the billing. SherWeb would provide you with a full price sheet of wholesale pricing. You would set your pricing terms. You would set your contract terms. You would own the billing. It would be your brand going out to market, and you would provide that end customer support, and we in turn would support you. Now with this program, we are able to discount almost across the board on a lot of Office 365 offerings, almost up to 20% on Microsoft's prices. So it's a great opportunity for you to resell these services, the complete Office 365 set of services under your own brand, make some great margins on it, reselling that, but also an added opportunity you get selling things like the Office 365 suite are the other services you can then wrap around that, starting with migration that we include at $0 to you as a partner, and then other things that you can then add on, change management, training, consulting, all the things that you've already built into your business. So that's one way that you can go to market with one of our partner programs as a true reseller. The next would be it would be in a co-branded model or a distributor model, where again, to your customers, you would still own that pricing, you would own that billing, you'd own all those same things across the top that I mentioned previously on the reseller. Where you'd have some differences would begin around branding. In this model, you'd want to go to market jointly with SherWeb and co-brand the services. So maybe you'd like to let your customers know that you've partnered with a leading cloud provider and they are helping you in this initiative, and we're branding with you. So you're leveraging the SherWeb brand as you go to market to your end customers. On the support side of things, SherWeb would not only provide you that onboarding and migration, which I just spoke about, but we would also enable the end customer support into us directly. So let's just say maybe you don't have that support piece built, or again, you just would like to leverage that 200 plus operational team that we've got available to you. We can be set up to take those first calls from your customers. Along those lines, you could still benefit from those attractive margins and profits that you would get if you were a reseller. So great, strong program in that you're kind of going to market with SherWeb, but you're still taking advantage of those pricing schemes that we've put in place for resellers. Now the third option we'd have is what we call our advisor program, or more traditionally a referral model. And in this model here, we would own and bill the customer. You in turn would basically be providing leads of existing customers, existing places where maybe you're that trusted advisor that you can walk us into and get us that warm introduction. But it would all be done under SherWeb's brand, and all of the support for both onboarding and end customer would be delivered by our team. Now with this model, a little differently, the profitability would be a very significant upfront payment of 150% of the reoccurring revenue of that particular deal, and then also then an ongoing 7% monthly commission. So you'd have the best of both worlds, where you'd have a blend of both an attractive one-time payout up front, which you, as we talked about earlier with consultants, that would be very appealing to you, but you would still have that ongoing residual for this. So again, in this model, or any of these models, as you look across it, the more customers you would bring on as a partner, your reoccurring revenue would just kind of compound over time. So it becomes very attractive for you as you begin introducing Office 365, which really is on everyone's mindset nowadays, into the conversation that you're having. All right, so that's a summary of our programs, and with that, what I'd like to do is kind of ask you another poll question, and I'd like to just ask you, which partner programs would you be most interested in as you look at your business today? So I'll give you all a moment to answer that, but please take time to do that. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for answering those questions. All right, I'm going to move along to the next slide here. Now what I want to talk about is something that I think is really exciting for if you've been already involved with Office 365 as an advisor. I'd like to talk a little bit about some Office 365 options for our advisor and referral model. Okay, I know a lot of you mentioned you were interested in the other different plans, but one thing, and I'll kind of jump ahead here real quick, is you've got the flexibility of offering, going to market with any of these plans, and I'll talk about that second, but I'd like to talk about first here is the advisor program that we have in place. So as I mentioned, in this model, we would provide that end client pricing, we would bill, and we would provide that support. And that one time, there would be the one-time payment and an ongoing monthly commission payout. Now, what we'd like to offer here as to our Office 365 existing partners and those of you on here and people who are partnering with us is this exclusive offer that we're referring to as a Microsoft match, where SherWeb will actually match the Microsoft yearly price for all of your existing tenants and or customers that you have in place. That would give you some aggressive pricing, be lower than our retail pricing that you could actually use to transition your customers over to SherWeb. Now, with that, an added benefit of that would be the ongoing commission and also that first year payout. So in this particular model, in this match model where we've matched the Microsoft pricing, we would provide a 15% reoccurring payout on the first year per month, and then on ongoing 5% monthly commission. So this is could be very attractive for you if you've already sold under the advisor program Office 365 and would like to transition those customers immediately and take advantage of this match. So this is something would be a great landing spot for existing customers as you wanted to get more into the CSP and reoccurring model. So pretty excited about this and going to market with Microsoft on this. So in short, really what you'd be looking at is those 3% margins that you're used to getting from advisor opportunities that you've previously done. If you take advantage of this transfer and the Microsoft match, you'd basically be obtaining 15% ongoing margins with SherWeb. And so this would lead to quite a hefty bit of reoccurring revenue for you. And if you look at it over time, and you look at it just a one customer scenario, over the course of, you can see in this breakout here what you're used to getting in that 3% model if you had a customer of 100 seats on the business premium plan. You can kind of get a look at what your cumulative partner revenue is. And then if you were to take advantage of this Microsoft match, you could see beginning in Q1 of 2016, you'd start seeing a significant bump up in reoccurring revenue over time. And so in this particular model, over the course of time from when you make that transition in Q1 of 2016 to say to the end of Q4 2017, it would total up to over $2,000 of additional revenue in your pocket with this particular model. And so in this particular case, this is just one customer. Think of all those other customers you have signed up under the advisor program that you can make up this delta as well and receive this attractive advantage with this program. So really excited that we're able to do this in conjunction with Microsoft, and it's a very healthy way to begin transitioning existing advisor accounts you have into the CSP program. So with that, I'd like to introduce our final poll question that we have for you today. And what I'd like to ask you here right now is, how long have you had the majority of your Office 365 seats with Microsoft? So if you wouldn't mind just taking this question and answering, it'd be really helpful for us to gain that understanding and where you might land with this particular offer. Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks for your responses on that, again, just as with the other questions we've asked. So, as we just take one more final look at this program, or the SherWeb's partner programs, whether you're a managed service provider or a consultant, you can choose the program that makes most sense for you. And you can choose in a way that's not only a one-time decision, but maybe based on specific customers that you have. So if you think of these models, just think to yourself, maybe one customer might make more sense if you were just purely reselling it, or maybe there's some added complexity that you're not ready to handle out of the gate, so maybe that advisor model would work best. Maybe it's better that the customer understands that you can go to market jointly and you've made that decision of a best-in-class cloud provider, so you want to co-brand it. But you can mix and match this across your customers for the right opportunities to service them. So flexible partner programs and great opportunities across the board in each. So with that in mind, getting started with our program, we really aim to make it easy for us and our partners to do business. And what I'd like to do is take about 2 minutes here and show you our partner portal, how simple it is to transfer existing tenants that you may have with Microsoft Office 365 to SherWeb, and just give you a flavor of how quick you can get up and running and getting engaged with our partner account team and selling.
Minutes. That's all it takes to become a partner with SherWeb and resell Office 365. Here's how. Go to our website and click on the Partner section. Click on Join Partner Network. This brings you to the registration page. Choose from our 3 partner programs, White Label, Co-branded, or Advisor. Then tell us a bit about your company by filling out the Contact Information section. When you join SherWeb's partner program, you get instant access to 24/7 customer support, free migration, and great recurring margins. Once you've finished filling out the form, look in your inbox. We'll send you an email to activate your membership. Now you're ready to log in to our partner portal. You'll have access to dozens of cloud services like Office 365, hosted Exchange, cloud servers, and cloud databases. Create your first organization. Enter the number of Office 365 plans you want. Enter your client's name, address, and domain name. You're almost there. In a few seconds, you'll be ready to provision your users on the Office 365 platform. Hit the Save button. Congratulations, you've activated your account. From now on, you can access the Office 365 portal by using the Managed Services link. See how easy it was? Now you're ready to create users and activate mailboxes for Office 365. Are you ready to start selling?
So let me bounce ahead. As you can see, really simple to get started with SherWeb. Once you go through that process, our account team would be engaged deeply with you, begin that enablement process, which I spoke about earlier, to begin working with you on selling Office 365 together, marketing to your customers jointly. So what I'd like to do is wrap up with talk about why Office 365 with SherWeb, give you some background, a little bit more detail on the program, and just revisit a couple of key points. So first off, with these programs, partnering with SherWeb, you can get to market really fast. You can own your business, the relationship with your customers. You are truly reselling what is the most popular cloud service today, Office 365. So your customers can get Office 365 from you, backed by SherWeb, backed by our outstanding migration, our support, our partner enablement. You can get to market and really just get this into all of your customers. We're going to include that premium support. We measure, if those of you who are familiar with Net Promoter Score, we measure this very carefully. Our score on average is 75 plus. This is a super number. It's way above the industry average. And what that means for you and your customers is that when you call us, when you contact us, when you're engaged with us, we're going to be really tight with you. All the migrations and transitions that your customers are going to need to get to the cloud, you're going to have peace of mind knowing that SherWeb is going to be behind you doing and handling those migrations. So think of us as the team behind the scenes doing the heavy lifting, completing those customer transitions for you, doing it at a zero cost for you as a partner. So two benefits there. For one, your customers are going to receive an outstanding service because, again, we live and breathe this. We've transitioned, as I mentioned earlier, over 250,000 mailboxes into the cloud on Exchange and Office 365. But also from a profitability standpoint, that's 100% margin for you. So you can sell this migration to your customers. We see this typically sold anywhere from $25 per end user all the way up to $50 an end user. So it's a great opportunity for you to sell that service as well. You're going to have a dedicated team with SherWeb, starting with your partner account manager, also flowing down to onboarding, and then depending on how you grow, all the way down into VIP support. And then you can trust in knowing that the technicians, people you're working with, really, because of the relationship we have with Microsoft, are very, very diligent about receiving the Microsoft certifications and staying up to date and current. And then lastly, we have invested a lot into our partner portal, our integration into Office 365 to enable things like automated provisioning and billing and marketing and support. So you're going to benefit from that immediately. You're going to be able to get your customers up and running very quickly, transition existing tenants to us through a click of a few buttons, and get to market again really quickly selling Office 365, which is really on the tip of everyone's tongues as you think across your entire customer base. So we're quite excited about the opportunity to help you get to market faster. Now with that, the timing is perfect for you to really enter into this market. Not only are you selling Office 365 and partnering with SherWeb, who can simplify your experience, through our a promotion that we've put together with Microsoft, you can make some really hefty cash back on all the users that you bring across into Office 365 with SherWeb. So you could see here, if you're out there selling new business and you're bringing them in premium accounts, business premium accounts, on each account or each user you sell to, you can make up to $45 per user on each of those accounts. If you're selling the E3 plan to organizations, you can get $65 per user on new accounts that you bring in together to SherWeb on Office 365. So think of that opportunity as you're going together. This promotion that we have in place is running through the end of May. So you've got a lot of time to go out there and talk to your customers, get some really significant cash back on each of your deals. And then when you couple this with that free migration that I was speaking about and the margins we have in place for Office 365, you've got a lot of great opportunity across the board for your business. Not only that, doesn't even include the other managed services you can then drop on top of that once you sell these things. So a great time to be offering Office 365 with SherWeb. So with that, real simple to sign up, as you saw. Contact us, contact our partner team, send us some information, give us a call. We'd love to talk with you. We think we've got a great solution with our partnership with Microsoft, and we would really welcome the opportunity to speak with you all. So with that, I would like to ask Jason if we've got any questions that we've built up along the way for Mike or myself that we can answer before we wrap up today.
Sure. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Mike. So one of the first questions that has come in is around public education or government SKUs for CSP. What type of margins and are those products available through CSP?
Yeah, no, great question. We absolutely can offer the government SKUs with our program. In fact, we've working a number of opportunities already in that case. The pricing and the discounts across them are going to vary depending on the particular SKU that the customer would need. So I guess I'd love to have a further conversation, but it's going to fall in line pretty much with what we've spoken about. Maybe a little bit lower than that, just given the relevance of working with the government, but it's certainly something we can support and would love to talk further about.
Yeah, and further to that, education SKUs aren't available through CSP, so unfortunately we can't do a lot there at the moment. But we're working with Microsoft to try and get those in the program as soon as we can. Another question is can you move customers from other license types? So if they're on open licenses currently through maybe a distributor or through another CSP program, can they move those across to the SherWeb program and take advantage of these offers?
Yeah, great question. The answer is yes, absolutely. The portability of the Office 365, the transition can occur with you as a partner, orchestrating that with your customer as you own that relationship. SherWeb can be that engine behind the scenes to help with those transitions if needed. But as you saw in the demo, it's really simple to transfer existing Office 365 accounts, but we certainly can walk you through that. And again, what that does for your end customer is that, and you, is it gets you in a reoccurring model, owning that customer relationship, taking advantage of that excellent support that we've spoken about. So in short, yeah, we can work with you on those cases that you have customers who have existing open and advisor licenses.
Okay, great. Just looking. So that wraps it up really for the questions. So I'd like to thank Anthony and you, Mike, as well. Again, make sure everyone that registered for the webinar, they'll go into the draw. We'll get back to you within the next 48 hours on who has won the Microsoft voucher. Please don't hesitate to contact us via the website, the email, or call that number. We'd love to talk to you, love to find out what we can do to help you with you and your customers. So thank you for your time today, and I think that'll wrap up the webinar. Thank you.